the quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Ducks will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for a man. It's Lagway. Zings it complete to the right. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Let's talk just for a second about Ohio State. As most everyone knows by now, one of the top disruptors on defense in the country, five-star defensive lineman, and they got him with a huge verbal commitment last week. What's that going to do for them?
I mean, the excitement level.
Breaks into the open. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Lewis. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Ohio State. They've done a really good job in high school recruiting. Just last week, a commitment from a big-time four-star defensive back. David, what does a commitment like that do for the program?
I mean, so exciting. Like, once you start creating momentum in recruiting, it's really fun to watch it. And getting a guy like that in the back end, in the secondary, that's so important to your defense, man, does it get you excited. And other guys now say, hey, I might want to go play with that cat.
They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. There's a live football. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
Back to throw, it's Lagway. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. All wideouts, no backs. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Calls his own number. There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ducks.
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football, and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone, it's Graham. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They're going to test that run defense to the right here. And that's a live ball behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
I'll tell you, honestly, I don't know what that player could have done to hold on to that football. That defender absolutely popped him. He knocked him into next week. There was no chance onto that ball.
Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. Dropping back, it's Flagway. Bringing the heat. He's moving out of the pocket. That's caught. It's Lewis. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains. 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. Looking downfield on 1st down. Chucked it away just as he was hit. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on. You can grab, but you can't hold on. The defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Now the toss. He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
That's exactly what you want to do against the option. You want that thing to string along out wide so you get more bodies to the football. Nice job playing the first option, the quarterback. They've sent the pitch out wide. Guess what? Ready for that, too. They tackle him, and they get him on the ground.
And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
It's really easy to say the word RPO and say I'm going to run them, but you got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast. You can't get confused by all the craziness that's going on, by all the guys moving around or talking. Nice job by the quarterback, staying in the moment, seeing it, throwing the slant, making sure he makes the right decision.
Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. The Buckeyes may be leaders in the modern game, but this has an old-school, vintage Buckeye feel to it when they move the ball on the ground.
And Ohio State's done it year after year, and it's player after player, but this university recruits at such an elite level. They find dudes, and it's easy to run the football when you've got some dudes.
The Buckeyes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off-play action. Here's a heat. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And you must do that against a guy of this caliber. This kind of QB will absolutely pick you apart. You got to get hurries. You got to get pressures. And when you can get hits and make them feel the physicality of the game, maybe you can take that guy and knock him down a few notches.
How can a stadium this size make so can't hear yourself think on third down here in Austin. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Buckeyes are at the line looking to convert on third and short. The play action fake. Throwing right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just couldn't squeeze the interception. That's one of those plays coaches come back to, talk about, say, think if we get this pick and we start taking this the other direction and we take points off of the scoreboard.
Fires to the big fella. He works his way to the 23 before he goes out of bounds.
Well, it's a heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip-shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down, but they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead from the run.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. Third and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, plenty for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense.
And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he makes his way out of bounds on the return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Now on the move. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
And on that run, he shows you his speed, speed, speed. When I think Oregon Duck running backs, LaMichael James, Kenyon Barner, Jonathan Stewart, I think about guys that are burners, and when they got into the second level, they were gone. That's exactly what this guy is right here.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. Got it behind the line. It's Johnson. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
The Ducks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll go to the toss. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there, forced the TFL.
The Ducks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. He'll take it himself. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. They fought to a standstill in the 1st. Let's see who gets the edge early in the 2nd. And the Ducks will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Fires to the big fella. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Fires a ball. Now it's picked off. Got some room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
Safeties are in the back, and they have so much ground to cover. You see them. They can go sideline to sideline. Great job reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the football, going making the big turnover.
They're testing the right side here. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Back to pass, it's Dampier. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
Turning it on. And he avoids the tackle with the slide.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find it.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got a man, it's Lewis. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. And the Buckeyes will hustle to the line.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Trying to get behind the defense. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. It's Lagway. Oh, they're after him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on him. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel...
Oh, he's got some space. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. The Buckeyes come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw again. Rushes on him. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. They couldn't do it on that last play.
Motion from the wideout. Second down, he'll throw it. Catch in the middle, it's LeBlanc. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved a touchdown.
And the old school toss play, huh? A little just toss to the right, get the running back on the run. A little bit more space, too, out wide where you can see, like, oh, where am I going to go? Where's the hole? As opposed to when you run right up the gut. So I like the mix-up. I like changing it up, tossing that fast guy and get him on the perimeter.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on second and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who can score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas has a lead right now in Austin, but they've been in a dogfight so far and just haven't been able to pull away. They're up by 9 over Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this interesting Big 12 matchup. Back to you, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Dropping back, it's Dampier. The safe call on the wide receiver screen. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be second and inches coming up.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
The Ducks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Grab near the marker is Hansen.
Well, they're throwing this one to the running back out on the perimeter of the field. They didn't get it to him quick enough, though, so he literally had to tap dance there on the sidelines, make sure he was in bounds when he caught it, and just pick up a few yards.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the back. A run for the quarterback. Really good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Running game worked on 1st down. Let's see if they go back to it on 2nd down. The offense changing the play. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The snap sets up to throw. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down.
So after that incompletion, 4th down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses, up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
The Ducks looking to convert on 4th down. They'll send the back in motion. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. Got his man. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's LeBlanc. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
No, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
And there you see the bind that the RPO play can put a defender in. That linebacker had to make a decision. Was the running back going to get the ball? He thought so, so he bit up, and that allowed the slant to be thrown in behind it.
Run in the red zone. It's Peoples. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And they can't make the connection. This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it on the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. How valuable is a tight end in the red area? Now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
I love it. Find the big fella down in the red area. Big target, works the middle of the field, easier throws. Nice job by this offense.
Touchdown, Ohio State. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
And that's just a fantastic job of executing the 2-minute type situation by this offense. Something you practice all week long for end of half and end of game. Quarterback, really nice job. Good job by the staff, too, getting the plays in quickly so they could get up to the line of scrimmage and get going. And them scoring that touchdown with seconds to go here in the first half, piling onto their lead, that gives them tremendous confidence heading in at halftime.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. One more snap coming before halftime. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll come out to the 20. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Back to throw. It's Dampier. Fires to the tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll line up for a second down play. Quarterback may change this route. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on second down. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And how about this Buckeye defense? This is not all flash and score around here these days.
And when you've seen Ohio State really be great and make those playoff runs, you always pick out those big defensive linemen that can get their hands on the quarterback and get him on the ground like they did right here.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Toss to the outside. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. To the air, it's Dampier. Hit as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, that's not the way to start a drive. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
That's a bit of a gut punch if you're the offense because you went in at halftime, you made your adjustments, you're feeling good about your game plan. Here in the second half, and right away you throw an interception to the defense.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They took a shot to the end zone and found 6 points waiting on them.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There's no end in sight for these guys.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Texas is down right now, but there is still a ton of football to be played. And for a program that ranks inside the top 10 all-time in wins, don't be surprised if they come back. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Oklahoma State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about in this one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. To the air, it's Dampier. Right down the middle. He's got it. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
What a throw on first down, the first play of the drive. And I think sometimes quarterbacks are given an alert on a specific play. And what that means is maybe the ball was supposed to go to somebody else. But in pre-snap, if the quarterback sees a matchup he likes, he's given the green light to take the shot. And I think that's exactly what happened on that play.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to go up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this defense just continues to dominate the football game. This score is lopsided. It's not looking good. But I know one thing. If you can't protect that guy, there's no chance.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Ducks decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. He leaves it with his back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Looking to throw, it's Lagway. Grabbed over the middle, it's LeBlanc. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Breaks into the open. And he's brought down after a nice game.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Got it in the middle. It's LeBlanc.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Still some work to do after that last completion. It's second down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Line getting set on second down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Fires to the tight end. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Ohio State! A lot of glorious days in the history of the Buckeyes, and this might put this guy right at the top of the list for a single game.
And that list of names is incredible. Like, we could go down the list of so many guys that have been such great playmakers, so dynamic. So to think about putting yourself in that category, we're going to be talking about winning trophies and this guy being an All-American by season's end.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to change this route. Looking for a man. It's Dampier. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And he'll have to check his fillings after that flick, but he did get the first down. So first down will open up the final period. To the air on first down. With the catch, it's Casper. There he goes. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a first down.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Looking to throw, it's Flagway. That's caught. It's Smith. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Flying out to the left. Touchdown, Buckeyes. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. This is a designed run. Turning it on. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the first down.
That's a really nice game. It just would have been really nice to see this from this offense earlier. Now you're getting to the point where there's a couple of thought processes. Do I build momentum for next week? Do I try to get this offense, the ground game clicking, or do I throw the football every play and try to make this football game close?
Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
The Ducks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air, it's Dampier. Dances away to buy time. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
On third down, he drops to throw. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And it's simply been that kind of day for this offense. They've had so many struggles, and at this point in the fourth quarter, you're trailing by a ton of points. The defense knows you're throwing it, and they're pinning their ears back, and they're getting after it, as you saw it on that sack there.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Unloads quickly. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Going over the top. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
2nd and 10. He'll throw again. Finds the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got...
Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there in a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quickly complete. And he'll go out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they've got it right on the doorstep. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
Outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That 1st down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Going for the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Yeah, and with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you've wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Dampier. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced than a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback will keep it. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
On 4th down, trying to find his man. This time it's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game.
And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. The toss sweep to the right. Powers through the defender. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And not much picked up there, but that will do it for this one. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.